Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Storytime. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy Wednesday, wherever you are. Thank you for being here with us. I hope that you enjoy the story that we have for you today. And today is definitely a confluence. It's where poetry and also observance of Autism Awareness Month come together. And we're bringing to you a special book from Benjamin Giroux. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime with us, wherever you're joining us from today. I hope that you are well. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that your loved ones are doing well too. Thank you so much for being here. It is indeed a lovely Wednesday morning, almost Thursday. I was saying Thursday. Lovely Wednesday morning out here in Oakland, and it promises to be a little bit cold, but yesterday was really nice and warm, and so hopefully that today is just that as well too, just the right amount. Thank you so much for being here, and please, as always, let us know where you're joining in from and who is joining in with you. Lots to look forward to on Storytime, including special guests coming here on on April 20th, as well as this Friday. We do have a special guest that is coming here to Storytime. Miss Tiffany Golden will be here with us. Great conversation and indeed great people right there. So please do join in. Do not miss that on Friday. But before then, too, we do have a wonderful book that we're reading here together today. This one is called I'm Odd, I Am New. And yeah, beautiful book. If you remember, we featured it already on Storytime, but we're bringing it back because it is that beautiful. Thank you so much for joining in. And then, of course, on May 11th, Marietta Apollonia will be here with us on Storytime. So mark your calendars. Get ready for that one. We'll be here. Marietta and Jack the Library Cat will be here on May 11th. Excited for that one? Excited for Marietta's visit. Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, if you're close by, if you're around Oakland, the Children's Fairyland Book Festival. Yes, Children's Book Festival will be happening at on June 3rd. And so do join in, and I will be emceeing that event. So please join in and come and have fun with us. And as you can see from the titles that are sprinkled on that cover there, lots and lots of amazing people to be there. Angela Dalton, Jennifer Vedder, Sean Harris, Mark Barnett, like lots and lots. So please come out and have fun with us. Thank you for joining in today. I am glad we're here. Lots to look forward to this week and also in the weeks to come. Let us see who is here this morning, ready for a story. Thank you so much for joining in. Good morning to you. How are you doing today? Ari, and of course, Megan, thank you for joining us out in Kentucky. Maple, we hope you're somewhere close by as well. Cypress, also thinking of you today. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime. Yes, I hope wherever you're hiding, whatever corner you're sitting in, you're able to still hear Storytime. Thank you so much for joining in. Maple and Cypress, of course. Ari, hugs to you. And Megan, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us on on Storytime. Good morning to you, Tara McNamara. How are you doing today? Clara and Erin, good morning to you out there in warm Massachusetts. 2 days in a row of warmth. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. And of course, glad that we're here together. Hugs, hugs, hugs all around. Thank you so much for joining in. Oh, good morning to you. How are you doing today? Christine Costa and of course, Owen, how are you doing? Time to get the summer clothes out of the attic here. Oh, I can see someone was totally not waiting for spring and summer to arrive, right? Thank you so much for sharing. Well deserved after the really harsh winter we've had. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Thank you for sharing. Absolutely love it. Good morning to you one more time, Owen, and of course, Christine Costa. Good morning to you, Sharon Lungo and Soraya. How are you doing right here in Oakland? Thank you so much for joining in today. I am glad that we are here. And like we said, April has so many things happening. With Autism Awareness Month in April, Arbor Day, April 28th, Earth Day, April 22nd, and also have Eid happening around April 21st. So lots and lots happening. And let's together enjoy in those celebrations as all the different cultures, all the different observances come together. And indeed, all in which I think are building towards creating a community that is welcoming to everybody, that is indeed a safe place for all. And that's what we desire. And of course, taking care of this planet, Earth Day and Arbor Day in there as well, making sure that we are living a world that is better for generations to come, or at least that is still habitable for generations to come. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Soraya, thank you for being here. And of course, Sharon Lungo. We are getting ready to start with our story for today. I am odd, I am new. This one written by Benjamin Giroux, illustrated by ROZ MACLEAN, and read with permission of SCHIFFER Kids. Thank you indeed for allowing us to read such amazing books here on Storytime. I'll be right back after this short break when we're back for more Storytime. So go, grab what you need right now. Did you forget to grab that juice? Go get it now. Did you forget to grab your water? Go and get it. And if you have the book right here at home, well, read along with us. Grab it now. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely love it that we're here together. See you on the other side of this short break.
Hola, my name is Shamile Sayed Mendez, and I am the author of Where Are You From, Furia, and many other books for young readers. You're watching Storytime with Mr. Limara.
Hey, this is Timothy Goodspeed of the Soapbox Salute. I'm the one who wrote Storytime's theme song. If you'd like to hear more of my protest folk music, you can check out the links below on Instagram or at my website. You are watching Storytime with Mr. Limata.
Thank you, Timothy Goodspeed. Thank you so much. And of course, Shamila Syed Mendez, amazing books to check out. Furia, please do check it out. Wonderful book. And of course, Where Are You From? Classic, right? So please do check out Shamila Syed Mendez. And of course, Timothy Goodspeed. Check out his folk protest music. It goes by the Soapbox Salute. Check out his music, and we wish him well too, because Tim will be taking on full-time music in the next few weeks. So I'm excited for him. And yeah, here to support you, here for you, Tim. So definitely go chase your dream. I am odd. I am new. This one is a beautiful book, and I have to read a few things too before we get started, just so you know. And again, some context to this book. When it was written, Benjamin was 10 years old when he wrote this book, or at least wrote the poem that was then adapted into the book. And it says, through the eyes of 10-year-old Benjamin Giroux, being odd is different, and different is a good thing. This is what Benjamin hoped to convey in his 5th grade poem about what it is like to live with autism. Inspired by a school assignment, his raw and emotional words poured out onto the page. But when Benjamin feared they were not any good, His parents shared the poem with friends and family. Little did they know that it would go viral and end up inspiring thousands of strangers who identified with him to share their support. Now, for the first time, Benjamin's iconic poem, I Am Odd, I Am New, comes to life in this lovingly illustrated book with a foreword written by the National Autism Association. So whether you know the poem or it is new, discover how Benjamin's honesty will reassure children of all ages that it is okay to be different. I love that. Love that. And I just wanted to read that too. And also, so I mentioned that this is the confluence. This is a coming together of poetry and of course autism awareness as well. And so, just a little bit about Benjamin here on the back. It says, Benjamin has been featured on many websites in the Huffington Post and on the Today Show and Good Morning America. He was named Poet Laureate of Plattsburgh, New York, and has also been the face of the National Autism Association's anti-bullying campaign. His poem has been translated into several languages. So just wanted to share that with you all before we get started with our story, just to give us a little more insight on who Benjamin is and, of course, why this story is so powerful. Thank you so much for joining in. Good morning to you, Pamela, Courtney, Braylon, Chad. Thank you so much for being here with us from out there in Natchitoches, Louisiana. Thank you for being here, Pamela, Courtney, and of course the boys. I thought of you yesterday as we were preparing with Tiffany Golden, our guest for Friday. So please do not miss on Friday. I think you will enjoy it. Be here. I hope that you can make it. I know that schedules and times may not align, but I hope that you can make it on Friday. Or, of course, I hope that you can catch the recording later on. I think it was a fun conversation, a really truthful conversation that we had. So hopefully see you on Friday. Pamela, Courtney, good morning to you. And, of course, good morning to you, Braylon and Chad as well. All right, here we go with our story for today. I Am Odd, I Am New. And that's the original poem right there. So kids, all those things that you're writing in class, please do not throw them away. Hold on to them. I Am Odd, I Am New. Written by Benjamin Giroux, illustrations by ROZ MACLEAN, read with permission and published by SCHIFFER Kids. A big thank you to them indeed for allowing us to share this amazing book here on Storytime. Not once, but twice, many more times to come. Benjamin says, I dedicate this book to my friends and to all who want to be heard. Oh, yes, indeed. Don't we all want that? Yes, indeed. I love it. And if you're able, there's a foreword there. Please go ahead and read it when you get the book from the library. And we'll see if we have time at the end of story time to come back to it. I am odd. I am new. I am odd. I am new. I wonder if you are too. I am odd. I am new. I wonder if you are too. I hear noises in the air. I see you don't, and that's not fair. I hear noises in the air. I see you don't, and that's not fair. I want to not feel blue. Yeah, I want to not feel blue. I want to not feel blue. I am odd. I am new. I pretend that you are too. I am odd. I am new. I pretend that you are too. I want to not feel blue. I feel like a kid in outer space. I touch the stars and feel out of place. I feel like a kid in outer space. I touch the stars and feel out of place. I worry what others might think. I feel like a kid in outer space. I touch the stars and I feel out of place. I worry what others might think. I worry what others might think. I cry when people laugh. It makes me shrink. I worry what others might think. I cry when people laugh. It makes me shrink. I am odd. I am new. I understand now that so are you. I am odd. I am new. I understand now that so are you. I say I feel like a castaway. I am odd. I am new. And I understand now, so are you. I say I feel like a castaway. I dream of a day when that's okay. I say I feel like a castaway. I dream of a day when that's okay. Yeah. I dream of a day when that's okay. I try to fit in. I try to fit in. I hope that someday I do. I try to fit in. I hope that someday I do. I am odd. I am new. I try to fit in, and I hope that someday I do. I am odd. I am new. And that is the end of our story. So much to think about. I hope that it it allows you to just think about all the things that our people in our community go through and what we can do. Remember that it does not diminish who you are as a person if you're nice to somebody, if you help take care of somebody, if you help enhance somebody else's life. In fact, it makes your life even better. makes for a happier community. So just remember that. It does not lessen you as a person if you're good to other people. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Absolutely appreciate the time that we spent together. And I absolutely appreciate this wonderful book. I am odd, I am new. It is written by Benjamin Giroux, illustrations by ROZ MACLEAN, and we're reading it with permission of SCHIFFER Kids. Beautiful, beautiful book. And thank you indeed. As we continue to observe Autism Awareness Month this April, I hope that, we continue to do that all year round too, and just be aware, hopefully that, this kickstarts into us into a habit of checking in on a regular basis, how we are doing as community members and how we are doing by other community members as well. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. I'll catch you on the other side of this short break. Thank you indeed for being here with me on Story Time. Absolutely appreciate you all. See you in a bit.
Hi, friends. I hope you're enjoying today's story on Storytime with Mr. Lamata. I know I am. My name is Angela Dalton, and I'm the author of picture books, including If You Look Up to the Sky, Show the World, and Ruby's Reunion Day Dinner, all of which you can hear Mr. Lamata read right here on Storytime with Mr. Lamata. I hope you continue to enjoy today's story, and I hope to see you soon. Okay, bye.
Welcome back indeed. Thank you, Angela Dutton. Amazing books, amazing creative right there. Thank you so much for all the work that you've put out, of course, including this beautiful one right here, To Boldly Go, from Angela Dutton. And you can also see in the back there, Show the World, another one of her classics. Thank you so much for joining me on Storytime today, friends. Absolutely appreciate you. And yes, hugs to each and every one of you. And may we, may we have that world where everybody fits in, everybody can be who they are, and they're allowed to be that, right? Because that's the best way that fitting in can happen, is when people are themselves and they bring their authentic selves. And we see too, like Benjamin mentions in this poem, that being different is beautiful. It says here, so whether you know the poem or it is new to you, discover how Benjamin's honesty will reassure children of all ages that it is okay to be different. Yes, remember that. If there's one message that we get today, it is okay to be different. We celebrate you, we love you, and may you continue to shine and thrive in this wonderful community. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Amazing story. And thank you, of course. Always a pleasure to be here with you. Just my heart is full every time I'm here with you all. And indeed, we get to share these moments. Thank you for being here. Tomorrow, we are back with another exciting story. And this time we'll be reading excerpts from Zita Elliott's wonderful book. And this one is called Say Her Name. And this one we'll be reading here. It's Poems to Empower. Yes, that's what we'll be doing here on Storytime tomorrow. We'll be empowering each other with knowledge. So join in tomorrow and get to see what this one is all about. Say Her Name, written by our friend here at Storytime, Zita Elliott, and it is illustrated by Lavis Wise. Thank you so much for joining in tomorrow. I hope that you're able to join us tomorrow and come and be empowered. Come and enjoy this lovely book, of course, as we continue to sharpen each other. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Yes, many books coming our way, wonderful books. And then there's a wordless picture book that deserves special mention when we're talking autism awareness, and this one is called Brave Molly. It is written by Brooke Boynton Hughes. If you can find it at your local library, please go ahead and find it and also get to read this one. I encourage you to do so. It is indeed a powerful one, and just one that allows you to imagine what Molly is going through and create your own story. Thank you so much for being here. Let us see one more time before we go who was here with us on Storytime. Thank you, Sharon Lungo. You say beautiful story. Well, thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you, Soraya, for sharing that. I hope that indeed, as you say, you enjoyed it. I hope that it has set you off to have a wonderful day today. Yes, remember, you're special. We love you, and you be authentically you. We love it. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Thank you. Thank you also for joining in, Pamela, Courtney, and of course, Braylon and Chad. And you say so much to love about this book. Isn't there, right? So much to love. I couldn't agree more with you. Thank you so much for joining in. Always good to see you out there in Natchitoches, Louisiana. Pamela, Courtney, and of course, Braylon and Chad. And Pamela Courtney, I must mention too, there's been progress with a few edits after we talked. Since the time we talked, I'll be sending you the new arcs, and so you can see where we are. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I'm excited to share with you. Thank you so much for joining in, and of course, Christine Costa, thank you for joining us. Owen, how are you doing today, buddy? Thank you so much for being here with us. Yes, get ready. It is getting warmer out there in Massachusetts. Get those summer clothes out. Get those spring clothes out. Thank you so much for joining in. And Erin, I know you're in the same boat. Enjoy. And of course, Clara as well. Enjoy the time out there in a warm Massachusetts. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime. And of course, Tara McNamara, hugs to you. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. And of course, we do not forget you, Ari. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. And of course, Megan, thank you for being here with us. And of course, we're not forgetting Cypress and of course, Maple. Thank you for joining in Storytime. I hope that each and every one of you, everybody today, has a beautiful day out there. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I hope to see you soon. I hope to see you tomorrow when we are back with Say Her Name. And we'll be reading excerpts from this, a few poems from this one by Zita Elliott and Lavize Wise. And of course, we'll be here celebrating that one. Thank you so much for joining in. On Friday, we do have our guest coming to the show, and that will be Miss Tiffany Golden with her brand new book, I Want to Be Big. So join us for that one. And then, of course, don't forget that we have Marietta Apollonia joining us on May 11th with her brand new book, Jack the Library Cat. They'll be here. Come and have fun with us. Come and join in. Looking forward to that one. And then, of course, I will be with, of course, many people out here in Oakland and many amazing creators out here in Oakland. We will be at Children's Fairyland for the Children's Book Festival. I will be emceeing. I will be hosting that event. So please come and join us. Come and have fun with us. And please pass through the table and say hi. It will be just so lovely to see you if you're able to make it, if you are in the area, of course. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. This has been Storytime this wonderful Wednesday morning. This has been Storytime. Yes, taking us to the middle of the week. 2 more stories to go. Thank you so much for being here. Absolutely appreciate you. Remember that April is special. We have Eid. We'll be observing. It's our friends will be observing those are fasting right now for Ramadan. It comes to an end on April 20th and 21st, I want to say. And if you have the right dates, please send me. But I want to say it's the 20th. And then, of course, we have Arbor Day coming up on the 28th. We have Earth Day on the 22nd, Autism Awareness Month, all month long. And of course, just continue to enjoying April. And yes, those reminders to be better, our better version of ourselves from yesterday, right? It's all we can do, one step at a time. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Much love to each and every one of you. And I'll see you again tomorrow when we're back for more Storytime. Bye-bye.
Storytime with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. Time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to hear him. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to hear it.